Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Ill Chill Will Show. I'm your host, Will, and this is episode 8. In today's episode, I will discuss the Boston Celtics winning the NBA championship. I don't like it, but I can't be a hater. NFL news, Trevor Lawerence got the bag last week, $55 million per season. Sounds pretty familiar. I will talk about that. WNBA news, Chelsea Gray making her season debut Wednesday night versus the Storm. The Aces really need her. I'm going to talk about that. And last but not least, stay forward to Let's Talk About It segment. We will be honoring Miss Dorothy Jean Tillman. But first,
I said I'm ready for greatness. 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 I said I'm ready for You learn to live no stranger. I said I'm ready for greatness.
So I hope everybody had a great weekend, man. Father's Day weekend. I didn't say Happy Father's Day last week. That's my bad. Happy Father's Day to all of the fathers out there, including myself, man. I tend to not really think about Father's Day too much, mainly because I feel like it's my responsibility, first of all, to take care of my family. So it's like wanting a pat on the back is almost like, hey, like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. But someone told me that we should want to be celebrated, and for the fathers out there that get the job done and taking care of their family and making sure everyone is good, hats off, congratulations. I pray that all was well. I pray that you had a great Father's Day weekend. Also, I misspoke a couple of podcasts ago on Dak Prescott. I said that he had a baby on the way. She's actually been here since February. He had a baby girl, Miss MJ Rose. Congratulations and happy Father's Day to Dak Prescott. And hey, like, how was your weekend? My weekend was good. I chilled out. I did what I do best. Just chill out. Quiet house, man. I enjoyed myself. Happy Juneteenth. Also, I'm recording on Wednesday, Juneteenth, so happy Juneteenth to everybody. And with that being said, let's get into the first topic, NBA news. The Boston Celtics won the championship. Yeah. Ha. Yeah, good for them. Next, I'm just playing though. Boston Celtics won the NBA championship, man, and that's great. It's great for them. I feel like they've been chipping at it for a long time. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. I feel like Drew Holiday, he doesn't get enough credit, man. Like Drew Holiday, let's not forget, Drew Holiday was traded to the Bucks a couple of years ago, and he was the missing piece for them to win a championship. Fast forward to present day, Drew Holiday in the offseason was traded to the Boston Celtics. And now they won a championship. They also gave Drew an extension in the middle of the season, this past season, and I feel like it was great. I feel like Drew really played a big role, man, like not just defensively, but just being a vet on the floor and being able to set up everyone and get everyone in the right position, man. And then Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, like their maturity levels now, and to finally get it, like, it's great for Boston. I ain't too happy about it. I'm a Lakers fan, but player-wise, man, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday, Al Horford, man, he been in the league, seemed like forever. He finally got a championship. Kudos to him. Joe Mazzulla, the head coach, man, like, everybody in that organization I like. I just don't like the team, but congratulations to him. Now, as far as the Dallas Mavericks, man, I know I said that I felt like this year was the best chance for the Boston Celtics to win the championship a couple of podcasts ago. But I feel the same way for the Dallas Mavericks. Like, same goes for them. This was their best year to win the championship, and unfortunately, they couldn't get it done. Now, who are we going to blame for this? I mean, you got to blame the whole team, but it's a lot of people. They're calling out Kyrie Irving. He averaged only 19 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds in the NBA Finals. Now, can we point towards that as a reason why they lost? Yes, we can. But at the end of the day, man, It doesn't take a big time sports analyst or a retired NBA legend to look and see that Boston was the better team, period. Kyrie could have averaged his usual, 25 points. He averaged 25 points in the finals. He didn't average that. But if he had averaged 25, hell, if he would have averaged 30 points a game, I still don't think that would have been enough because P.J. Washington wasn't on. Everybody else on the team was cold. Like, this team went cold at the wrong time. I said that last week. And it just continued. So we can't blame Kyrie. We can't just blame one person. It's just the team as a whole. Now, what can Dallas do moving forward? They're just going to have to go back to the drawing board and move pieces around. But me personally, I feel like they will not see the NBA Finals, yet alone the Western Conference Finals, again in a very long time. I'm just looking at what I see. Like Luka must get better on defense, and their team just have some holes in it. Like, the bench was okay. The bench wasn't that good. Boston was deep, man. They had a lot of people that they could throw at the Mavericks, and the Mavericks, they couldn't really do anything. Like, Boston defense, it was a cool stat. Boston was second in the league when it came to defending the three-point shot. What did the Mavericks do well to get to the finals? They shot the ball really well. P.J. Washington was on versus the Timberwolves, but he just went completely, the whole team went completely cold. I'm not just going to put it on him. Like I said last week, they were shooting 20% from three-point land and 40% from the field. Now, Game 4, they finally woke up. But come on now, like, I already knew Boston was going to go back to Boston and win because Boston was just a better team. Like I said, like, you don't have to be a basketball mastermind to watch the sport and just notice instantly that Boston were 10 times better than the Dallas Mavericks as a team. Now, you can debate all day which duel is better between Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum versus Luka and Kyrie. But at the end of the day, team-wise, Boston, very good team. They finally got it done. That's great for them. And my last congratulations again. Enjoy it. I hope you never win another one again. Now, more basketball news. Well, before I get to that, man, shout out to Lake Show Yo. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know if it's Lake Yo Show. I think it's Lake Show Yo on X. Talk about a petty Lakers fan, man. And I'm definitely here for it. He put something up, or they put something up. I don't know if it's one person or if it's two people, but I love what y'all do, man. They put something up talking about Jason Tatum hasn't said anything original. Starting off with the title of today's episode, We Did It. That's what Jason said, but don't forget, Kevin Garnett said anything's possible. Jason Tatum said, we did it. Okay, so he switched that up. And then Lake Show Yo put something up, pretty much Jason Tatum talking about, somebody asked if we didn't win it, what would happen? Well, I guess we'll never know. And I'm thinking to myself, who said that? And I still haven't realized who said it yet. If anybody know, please hit me up and let me know, man, because it's like I'm trying to figure out where that came from, but I knew it wasn't original. And Lake Show Yo called that out. They was pretty much like, hey, Jason hasn't said anything original yet. And I think that's very petty, but hey, I'm here for it. It's fun. It's all fun and games, man. Boston, y'all did it. But as a Lakers fan, I thought I was petty. I'm definitely not the pettiest. Lake Show Yo, you got it. Go follow them on X, man. All right, now, more NBA news. Monty Williams was fired today, man. Very, very surprising. Like, I felt like Detroit was going to ride with him. Like, you're rebuilding. You have a young team, and they got the coach that I thought that they wanted. And then they fired Monty Williams. Unfortunate for him. He's going to be okay. He's a very good coach. But I just don't understand why they would do that. Like, why the sudden change? Like, why would you hire this coach for so many amounts of years and decide to just, after one season, just let him go? Like, how are you building for the future? Like, you pretty much just caused your team the future right there, as far as coaching wise, because you don't want to keep on switching up coaches. So Monty Williams, he's available now. Lakers fans, what y'all think about that? Do you think the Lakers should pivot to Monty Williams and try to hire him? Or do you feel like the Lakers just need to do what they need to do? For me, I feel like the Lakers got to realize sooner or later, you just going to have to hire a coach, rebuild the team, and let's just build through the draft and key free agents. Like, think about the past champions. The past few years, every champion has been a team that built from the ground up, and they added pieces through either free agency or trade, but they didn't try to manufacture a team. They didn't try to do that. Like, the last manufactured team to win a championship, if I'm not mistaken, it was the Miami Heat. And I know some of y'all are going to say, no, Will. Golden State Warriors. No, Golden State, they signed Kevin Durant in the offseason. So I can't count that. They still had their main core that they built up with Draymond, Steph, and Klay. So I can't count Golden State if y'all trying to count Golden State. But I feel like the Boston Celtics built themselves up, got key players when they needed them, won a championship. Same thing last year with the Denver Nuggets. They had their core. They traded for Aaron Gordon a year before, and they just added other pieces like KCP, Bruce Brown. They added pieces through the draft, and they signed key players and traded for key players. Now, the Milwaukee Bucks. Think about the Bucks. The Bucks, same thing. They just built from the ground up and traded for the right player, like I said, and Drew Holiday. And, of course, the Golden State Warriors, same thing. They built and they drafted the right players. So the Lakers need to definitely follow suit. Stop trying to trade and put together a super team. Like, all these big-time players being put together, it doesn't mean championship. We just saw that with the Dallas Mavericks. Like, hey, it was cool to see Luka and Kyrie do their thing, but at the same time, like, you didn't put this team together through the draft and allowed them to develop and grow together. I feel like the Celtics did it great. The Nuggets did it great. The Bucks did it great. And, of course, everybody can agree the Warriors did it great. So the Lakers, they need to do that. We're not going to win a championship trying to keep on putting guys to try to place them with Anthony Davis and hope that it's going to gel at the right time. It doesn't work that way anymore. And the Lakers, as soon as the Lakers realize that, that will be the time when the Lakers will get better. But I guess we just going to have to wait and see. And last, Anthony Edwards. How do we feel about Anthony Edwards now? Jason Tatum got the ring that he needed. He didn't get Finals MVP. Well-deserved for Jaylen Brown. But what's going on with Anthony Edwards? Anybody's going to talk about Anthony Edwards anymore? Okay, yeah, I pretty much thought so. So, hey, great for the Celtics, man. Jason Tatum, he finally got that one championship. I'm pretty sure his number will be retired along with Jaylen Brown. Al Horford better have his number retired, man. Like, he played for the Celtics a good part of his career. Started his career off with the Atlanta Hawks, but he put his blood and sweat on the floor for the Boston Celtics. So I'm vouching for Al Horford to definitely get his number retired along with Tatum and Brown. And that's all I got for that, man. What y'all think about it? All right, so Trevor Lawerence, man, he got the bag last week. He signed a 5-year extension with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The contract is, I got the paper in my hand, 5-year contract, $275 million, bringing his average annual to $55 million per year. Congratulations to him, man. He's also going to get $200 million guaranteed, $142 million fully guaranteed at signing, and he also got a $37.5 million signing bonus. Great for Trevor Lawerence. Now, like I said in the beginning of the show, it sounded pretty familiar. I was like, I know I heard $55 million per year before. Well, I talked about it a couple of shows ago. Joe Burrow. So now Trevor Lawerence is making the same amount that Joe Burrow is making a year. So, can I ask this question to y'all? Which quarterback is better, Trevor Lawerence or Joe Burrow? I know the majority will say Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow got his team to multiple AFC championships, including a Super Bowl. So now we need to talk about the market. Everybody wants to reset the market. Some people can't reset the market. Trevor Lawerence is an example. But when the market is saying $55 million for the quarterback and your team's quarterback is not better than the quarterback that's being paid the most, but because the market is $55 million a year, you have to make sure that your quarterback is getting paid the same amount. Where as though everybody knows Joe Burrow is better than Trevor Lawerence. Now, the contracts are pretty different. And excuse the paper if y'all hear the paper in the background, because I had to write this down. Okay, so Joe Burrow, these contracts are different. Joe Burrow, he signed for a 5-year extension with the Bengals, $275 million also. But in Joe's contract, he's getting $219 million guaranteed. Okay, so that's the difference right there. Trevor Lawerence, he got $200 million guaranteed. And then, far as fully guaranteed at signing, Joe got $146.5 compared to $142 that Trevor got fully guaranteed at signing. $55 million a year for both, of course. But Joe, he got a $40 million signing bonus. So that's where the contracts differentiate at. But at the same time, man, it's like, do we really feel like Trevor Lawerence should be getting paid $55 million a year? I don't. Now, I'm not saying that he's a bad quarterback, and I'm not saying he don't deserve to get paid. He definitely, everyone deserves to get paid, especially playing football. Football is a very physical sport. But do I feel like Trevor Lawerence should be getting paid more than Joe Burrow? No, which he's not. But do I feel like he should be making the same amount as Joe Burrow on a yearly basis? I gotta say no. I know Joe, he's been injured. His career has been derailed by injuries 2 years. His first year, and then most recent last year with the wrist injury. So he hasn't been available. But everybody know when Joe is available, the Bengals is a hard team to beat, and they're definitely a team that everyone is looking to come out of the AFC North, and a lot of times the AFC. The Chiefs has gotten better, but Joe Burrow has been one of the only quarterbacks that's been able to match Patrick Mahomes throw for throw. Now, who should be the highest paid quarterback? Hands down, Patrick Mahomes. He's the best quarterback in the league. But Trevor Lawerence and Joe Burrow making the same amount, this resetting the market or the market for a particular position, especially the quarterback position, sometimes you shouldn't be able to follow it or you shouldn't follow it. But here's the example. It is what it is. Trevor Lawerence, he's getting paid $55 million a year, even though Trevor Lawrence's contract is different from Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is actually getting more than Trevor Lawerence when you look into the contract. But still, the proof is in the pudding. They're both making the same amount on a yearly basis. So after I thought about that, I said, okay, so what is Jerry Jones going to do? Because now Dak Prescott, he still due an extension with the Cowboys. If the Cowboys do not extend Dak Prescott, he will become a free agent next offseason. With that being said, what will the Cowboys do? Dak Prescott is in a very unique position for his contract. Very unique position, man. And Adam Schefter, he said it most. Adam Schefter of ESPN, he said it best. Dak Prescott is going to be, he has all the power right now. All the power. He's going to have all the power going into the offseason if he don't get a contract from the Cowboys. And he has all the power on the Cowboys. And I love it. I love it because I didn't like the fact that Jerry took so long to sign him 4 years ago. Dak Prescott agent, Mr. Todd, man, this dude of Athletes First, Todd France, Athletes First, he negotiated one of the best deals I can think of for Dak Prescott 4 years ago. Did y'all know that Dak Prescott has a no franchise tag clause in his contract? And that was franchise tag, remember? And if you watch football, you know that the franchise tag is what teams use to try to either keep a player and try to negotiate an extension in the season, or just hold on to the player for that year, or just hold on to him to get trade offers, to give them enough time to get trade offers from other teams if they're interested in trading the player. You can't do that with Dak this time around. Dak also has a no trade clause. Listen to what I just said. I said a lot of teams, they put the franchise tag on players so they can extend them into the season, try to extend them in the season, but also listen to trade offers. So you can't even trade Dak Prescott. So the Cowboys, they can't listen to trade offers, and they can't franchise tag Dak Prescott. So all the power is in his hand, man. And hats off to his agent. Like, he gave him this. If the Cowboys cannot come to an agreement with Dak Prescott, he will become an unrestricted free agent in 2025. That's next summer. Unrestricted. That means he can sign with whomever he wants to. The Cowboys have no say in that. So it's go time for Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys. Will you open up the checkbook to Dak Prescott? Dak Prescott has the cards in his hands to reset the quarterback market again. Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawerence, they're both the two tied as the two highest paid quarterbacks per year with $55 million. Dak Prescott can surpass both of them because he has all the power. The cards is in his hands. No trade clause, no franchise tag clause. So it's all him. Now, Todd negotiated a great deal for this guy, man. I said that Joe Burrow and Trevor Lawerence got $40 million. Well, Joe Burrow got $40 million signing bonus. Trevor Lawerence got a $37.5 million signing bonus. Guess how much Dak Prescott signing bonus was 4 years ago? $66 million. That is a crazy number. That's a crazy number, man. So Dak is going to reset the quarterback market again. It will be Dak Prescott resetting the quarterback market. Why? Because he has all the power. And where does the Cowboys, can the Cowboys find another quarterback? Will they draft another quarterback? Can they sign another quarterback that's better than Dak Prescott? My answer for that would be no. Dak Prescott is the best thing right now for the Dallas Cowboys. Whether you like it or not, Cowboys fan or not, Dak Prescott has all the power. All the power is in his hands. He will reset the quarterback market. Mark my words. What y'all think about it? Trevor Lawerence making the same amount as Joe Burrow. Do y'all think it's fair? Do y'all think he deserved to be making that amount? I know I threw my team into it. I'm a Cowboys fan. I can't help myself. Dak Prescott, what y'all think about Dak Prescott contract situation? Do y'all think he's going to reset the quarterback market? I do. I'm interested to know what y'all think about both of these topics, though. We're going to get into the next segment in a few. Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Will. If you're enjoying the Ill Chill Will Show, you can catch me each and every Thursday on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube, and iHeartRadio. And if you don't mind, please like, share, and rate the show. It would greatly help the show move forward. And if you want to follow me on social media, on TikTok and Instagram, I go by the same handle. It's at illchill_Will. And on X, It's at ill_chill_will. Thank y'all for listening. Let's get back into the show. Chelsea Gray is making her season debut for the Las Vegas Aces on Wednesday night versus the Storm, man. The Aces definitely should be happy to have her back. Matter of fact, I know they are. She's going to help them out tremendously. The Aces, defending two-time WNBA champions, off to a rocky start this season. 6-6, just 500. They should be better than this, but they haven't been fully healthy. Getting Chelsea back is definitely going to help them out tremendously. She's going to be able to get the team into the offense and put players in positions that they need to be in. Chelsea Gray is the point guard of the Las Vegas Aces. For those of y'all who do not know who she is, she's a very great player, and she's going to help the Aces out. They're getting her back at the right time. They're playing the Storm on Wednesday night, and then Friday night, man, big game. I hope y'all can watch it. The Aces versus the Sun. This is going to be a huge game. The Aces definitely need both of these two games coming up. So getting Chelsea Gray back is great. Now, let's talk about last night's game. Mercury versus the Liberty. What a game, man. And the Mercury got a big win, much needed win. Brittany Griner was big. I mean, it seemed like everybody was scoring for the Mercury. Like Cunningham, Sophie Cunningham, she had it going. Becky Allen, remember, she was hurt also along with Brittany Griner. She had it going. The Mercury can really be, they're my sleeper. I'll say that. The Mercury is my sleeper to get to the WNBA Finals. Because, I mean, just the way that they play. And when they're healthy, man, Diana Taurasi, come on now. Kai Copper, she has been playing out of this world this season, man. Like, she has been huge for the Mercury. I think she's third on the scoring list for the WNBA this year. So to have all of this different scoring power, and the Liberty were on a 7-game winning streak. Jacquel Jones, she cooled down for a little bit. Jacquel, the last 4 games, she was scoring 20-plus points. I think she scored 34 her last game. She only had 16 last night. But what came back to bite the Liberty was their defense. They allowed the Mercury to go 50% from the field and 50% from 3. The Liberty defense, I felt like, is what caused them to fall short of winning the championship against the Aces last season, because they couldn't get a stop when they needed it. And it's going to be their Achilles heel again this season. I feel like they were doing pretty good on defense this season, but last night it fell apart. And you got to keep it together, especially in the playoffs. So the Mercury, they're definitely my sleeper to make it to the WNBA Finals. I mean, they can possibly even win it. But the Liberty, they're still there too. The Aces are there. The Sun are there. This is going to be a great finish to the season, man. Think about it. The Sun and the Liberty, once again in the playoffs. The Aces and the Mercury in the playoffs. Last game of the season. I mean, you even got teams like the Lynx and the Storm. Like, it's a lot of competition. Like, it's hard to say who's going to win a championship this year. Now, my pick going into the season was the Aces, and I also picked A'ja Wilson to be the MVP. I'm going to stand by that. You know, I'm an undercover Aces fan, so I'm going to stand by that. But as far as competition, the league's competition, the WNBA league's competition as a whole right now, talking about as far as top teams, oh, man, it's must-see TV. You got to watch. Like I said, Aces and Sun, this Friday night is going to be a great game, man. I can't wait. They're going to get a break for the Olympics. Kind of upset about that because I want to see the finish. I don't want to wait until then. I want to see the whole thing. But outside of that, WNBA, they're killing it, man. Chelsea Gray back for the Aces tonight, Wednesday night, man. Can't wait to see her, see how she's going to. I don't even know if she's going to be on a minutes restriction or anything like that. But regardless, it's great that she's back. I know they're happy. I'm definitely happy. This is going to be great for the Aces. The Mercury coming on strong. That's great for them. Liberty looking great. Sun looking great. Lynx, Storm. I don't think they're as good as the teams that I just named, but it's going to be a great finish to the WNBA season. Can't wait to see it. What do y'all think about it? All y'all watching, what's your favorite team? Let's talk about it, man. The W is looking great. Let's talk about it. Dorothy Jean Tillman became the youngest person to earn a doctorate degree at the young age of 17. Congratulations to this sister, man. Great job for her. She's a Chicago native, by the way. Congratulations to her. Like, I remember when I didn't want to be in kindergarten. Kindergarten, y'all. And for this young lady to earn this high of a degree at age 17, like, it's crazy. By the way, she took her first college course at the age of 10. I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy. By age 14, Miss Tillman had obtained her associate's, bachelor's, and master's degree. Talk about dedication. Talk about discipline, man. This is wonderful. I'm so happy to even be able to talk about this, especially on Juneteenth. You know, this is a Black American woman, and for her to be able to do this in such a young part of her life in such a short period of time, like, people don't do this every day. People really do not do this every day. So we have to congratulate and really appreciate greatness when it's here. And this is great. This is great for her. So hats off for her, man. Congratulations, everybody. Really, really take to every social media and just blast it out there. Miss Dorothy Jean Tillman, congratulations to you. I mean, 17. She's a doctor at 17, y'all. At 17, that's great for her. But hey, it's a constant quest to try to be better today than you were yesterday, and better tomorrow than you were the day before. Kobe Bryant. That's my time, y'all. Talk to y'all next week. Peace and blessings.